Hi everyone, in this video we're going to be looking at finding a side for right angle triangles. It's still outcome M4, which deals all about trigonometry, and it references two sections in the textbook because we jump around a little. So we take care of finding a side of right angle triangles for in all the cases with sine, cosine, and tangent. Okay, so here it goes. All right, so the first thing I want to do is look at this triangle and decide how to label this triangle with opposite, adjacent, and hypotenuse. Okay, so let's say we have our angle in question is right here, so we'll call that theta, and this is our right angle, so that angle right here is 90 degrees. Now, what's important to know is the angle, because the way we label our triangle is the side that's opposite to the angle that we care about, that we label as opposite. So this side right here, this is the opposite side. Okay, and the side that is the longest in a triangle, so that's right here, which is also across from the right angle. This is your hypotenuse. And this side right here, that's between the angle that we care about and the right angle, is our adjacent side. Okay, that should be a J. Okay, now sine, we decide to use sine theta when we have the opposite side and the hypotenuse. Okay, and we decide to use cosine when we have some information about the adjacent side and the hypotenuse. And tangent gets used, tan theta, when we have the opposite and the adjacent side. So it depends what information we have. Okay, so here are our two triangles. Let's work on the yellow one first, and I'll give you some information about it and we'll work it through. Okay, so let's call this triangle F, D, E. Okay, and I'll label this as our right angle right here, and I'll give you that this side here is 12 and this angle right here is 32 degrees. Okay, now we need to find one of the sides. The side that I want you to find is this side right here, so I'm going to label it as X. Okay, so we need to decide which trig ratio to use. Okay, well, this is the angle we care about. This is the side opposite to that angle, so this is the opposite. Label it as opposite. And then this side right here we want to figure out, so label that as well. So that's your adjacent side. Okay, so we've got opposite and adjacent. Which trig ratio are we going to use? Well, that is dun, 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 our tan. Okay, so whoops. So that's tan theta equals opposite over adjacent. All right, so now we need to fill in what we know and solve for what we don't know. Okay, so we know the angle, so fill in the angle for the theta here. So we've got 32 degrees equals, we know a value for opposite, so put in that 12, and we don't know a value for adjacent, so we're gonna leave it as an X. And so that's what we're going to solve for right here, this guy. You see it? Isolate it. Okay, so solve for X. All right, in order to solve for x, we need to isolate the x. And to do that, I'm going to multiply both sides by x. I'm going to multiply it over here, and oops, I'm going to multiply it over here as well. Now you notice we have an x. Those two cancel, and then I've got x times tan 32 degrees equals 12. Okay, well, I need to isolate the x, so that's being multiplied by the tan 32. Now the tan 32, just remember that that's just a number. Okay, so all the same algebraic rules apply. Divide both sides by tan of 32. Okay, and then we end up with x equals 12 divided by tan of 32 degrees. Okay, so remember to use your brackets when you're punching this into your calculator, and I would put it in as 12 divided by open bracket tan 32 degrees close bracket close bracket. That's just how my calculator works. You need to figure out how yours works so that you get the same answer as I do. And okay, so the answer that I get is 19.2. And it's going to be a unit of length because we're finding a side here. Okay, so this side right here is 19.2 units of length. Okay, so I've taken the liberty of filling out the red triangle for you. So we've got our triangle A, B, C. C is where our right angle is anchored. And angle A has a measure of 15 degrees. X is this side right here. We want to find out what that length is right here from C to B. And I've given you that the length of this line right across here, that side of the triangle, is 100 centimeters. So if you want to challenge yourself a little bit, pause the video and try this question, see if you get it, and then replay it to check your answer. Okay, so what we first want to think, okay, so what are my sides labeled? Well, this side is easy. This is the hypotenuse, because it's opposite to the right angle triangle right there. Right angle, sorry. This X side here, that is the opposite side because it's opposite to the angle that I care about. That's the angle I care about. Okay, so that's opposite on hypotenuse. That's sine. So the sine of angle A is opposite over hypotenuse, which I don't know my opposite, so I'm going to leave that as x, and my hypotenuse is 100. Okay, all right, so let's fill in the value for A. The value for A is 15 degrees. That's right there, okay. And I've got x over 100, solve for x. This one's easy, just multiply both sides by 100. Okay, and then we end up with x equals 100 times sine of 15 degrees, and that equals 25.88 units of length. So this length right here is 25.8, actually in this case it's centimeters because we started off with centimeters, so I'm going to end off with centimeters. So there you go. There you have it, folks. In the next slide, I'm going to have 3 questions for you so that you can give them a try. When you see the triangles, press pause so that you can try the questions yourself, okay? Okay, so here it is, folks. You've got 3 triangles, and you need to find x in each case of them. So for this first white triangle, let me just point out you've got your angle here. This side right here is 3.4 miles, sorry. And this side here is what you're looking for. All right, now in the yellow triangle, you've got your 31 degrees right here in this angle. This side is the one you're looking for, and you're given this length right here, which is 12 meters. And this red triangle here is, let's see, we're given this side right along here, which is 6 centimeters. This angle that you're given is 43 degrees. And this is the side that you're looking for. So take a minute, press pause, and see if you can solve for all the missing sides in this jack-o'-lantern of triangles. All right. All right, folks, so here it is. Here are the answers to the 3 triangles. Hope you've made this jack-o'-lantern very happy by getting the right answers. If not, you can always ask us questions. I just want to point out that I've put the solutions here, just kind of the last steps of it. Have fun with the exercises. Good luck. See you next time.